And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and we're doing something a wee bit different today. Now, look, 2K is super dusty at the moment, so there's really no new content to talk about, really at all. Unless you want a whole 10-minute video on the fact that we got Hoff handles for days today, and in that case, I suppose I could oblige, but I really don't feel like it. So, today we're going to talk about some cards that need to come to NBA 2K22 My Team in some capacity. So we're going to talk about some guys that deserve updated cards, or just ones that I hope to see, right? So no particular order here, so we're not going to go on like a top 10 list or anything. I'm just going to talk about random cards that need upgrades. You know, guys that I'd like to see get Dark Matter or Opal cards at some point in the rest of the lifespan of 2K22. And the reason I'm doing this, though, is because I think 2K blew their load already with the last drop, giving us Jordan, Luka, Kawhi, and Kareem, which are four of the biggest pack sellers in the entire game in one set. So I feel like the only way 2K can really rectify the rest of the money that they're hoping to make this year is to drop some wholly random dudes in packs that are going to be god tier. Also, they're going to give us additional versions of probably all four of the cards that we received, except Luka. So I would say at least three of them. Kawhi and Luka will probably be the two that don't get any, but I could easily see them giving us an Invincible or GOAT, point guard MJ, and then a Kareem with a different jump shot. I could easily see that. So without further ado, let's look into 2K22, guys that we've seen earlier this year that have yet to get updated cards, right? For some reason, it won't let me search. There we go. Right off the bat, I would say Nicholas Batum is somebody that I think we do need to see. Batum was really, really good when we got him earlier, and it wouldn't shock me at all to see Batum in the near future. He's usually somebody who comes through in the token market or out of position packs. That's how it's been for the last couple of years, so I wouldn't expect, or I wouldn't be shocked to see him in either of those settings. Now, Batum's really good. I mean, he's got jump shot 40, which I know a lot of people don't love. Same releases like Bowen and Gary Payton, but it really depends on the player, because I feel like people don't like it on Gary Payton, but then people love it on Bruce Bowen. It doesn't really make any sense. It's a very weird jump shot, you know what I mean? But having a new Nicholas Batum would be great. I mean, 6'8", 7-foot wingspan. Like, his dribble moves weren't terrible already, but if they just gave him like quick dribble style and then kept everything else, I think it would be just fine. Next up would be a card that I think a lot of people aren't going to be really thinking about, but Bernard King would be great. 6'7", 7-foot wingspan. If we can get like a shooting guard Bernard King that's updated, that would be great. Jump shot 5, so he's basically a Clyde Drexler clone. Like, for all intents and purposes, he's just Clyde Drexler. So I mean, really, we're just getting a, you know, auctionable collector level Clyde Drexler. That's basically all we would be getting, but I think that's somebody who would be a really fun card to use, honestly. Next up, come on, Greg Coast to Coaster tag. Look, set shot 17 on very quick's just fine, but they could give him Ronnie base, you know? I know Ronnie would like that. Give him Ronnie base, give him a few shooting badges. Like, all you gotta do is just turn Greg Ostertag into like this guy. Just turn him into Roy Hibbert. That's it. That's all I care about. Just make him good enough to be Roy Hibbert. That's all I want. Like, give him Brook Lopez base. Fantastic. Sure, give him shifty dribble style. Coast to coaster tag can move. That's all I want. Literally all I want would just be a Greg Ostertag card. I'm a simple man. That's all I require. That's it. I'm not somebody who's gonna, you know, pine over individual cards like superstars. That is. I just want my Greg Ostertag. That's it. I can dream. Like, I can dream. Now let's go to the update section and look at some other guys that I would like to see get new cards, right? Majority of the cards we've seen, at least some iteration of an upgrade pop up. So there aren't too many guys that I'm hoping to see. I wouldn't mind seeing like Daryl Griffith, since he was such like an early game beast. I think it'd be funny to see like an updated version. We've seen pretty much all of these cards get new cards. All of these guys have got it. I would like to see a new ML card though. I think ML Carr was a fan favorite. I would say that he deserves to get a fan favorites drop. It'd be nice to see an ML Carr. I forgot what his jumper is. I think it's base 75, yeah. So he's just a Jaylen Brown clone, but like, it'd be nice to see another one, you know? He was a really cool card. I feel like a lot of people really liked him, so sure. Gerald Wallace absolutely needs a new card, by the way. Like, we 100% need a new Gerald Wallace. Jump shot 4 is fantastic. He's got some of the best defensive animations in the game. Obviously, we did get the pink diamond that everyone ran for a little while. At least everyone that had that amount of cards at that time. It would just be nice to see another one. Lou Dort needs a new card. Lou Dort's fun in 2K. I would like to see Lou Dort get a new card for sure. He's a little pocket-sized guy, too, a little short king, which is always beneficial to have on the squad. By the way, Iggy needs a new card. I wouldn't be shocked to see an Invincible Iggy this year. I like really any card could get an Invincible this year, and I'd be like, yeah, that sounds right. By the way, Landry Fields would be an excellent card. Like, would he be the best card in the world? Nah, but Big Landry was nice, dude. Jump Shot 4 again. Everyone had Jump Shot 4, I guess. But Landry was my boy for a minute, dude. We've gotten all of these cards, like, realistically. Doesn't really matter. Limited edition cards were trash. No Kobe Whites, please. Just no Kobe Whites. By the way, there's no way we don't see a limited edition pack relatively soon. I would be saying, like, 3 weeks we'll see limited edition 5. Or they'll wait till next season and they'll give us ones with guaranteed Invincibles, but it'll be like Invincibles no one cares about, like Invincible Rick Barry, like NBA 75 guys. You know what I mean? George Gervin, I guarantee gets another card. I don't know if anyone's truly excited, but George Gervin's actually not half bad. But once again, he just has Gary Payton release, so I don't think anyone truly cares that much. But I think it'd be cool to see him, honestly. Rafe LaFrance, that'd be cool to see another Rafe LaFrance card at this point. Like, Jump Shot 28 is pretty good. I actually like it. I mean, basically, an upgraded Rafe LaFrance is just Channing Frye, but at the same time, shout out to my boy Rafe, dude. Bingo. No question we need Bingo. Base 94, Jamal Wilkes, and Jermaine O'Neal have that jump shot. I think it's a fantastic jump shot. I would love to see a point guard eligible Bingo. He's 6'5", yes, but he looks significantly bigger due to his awesome afro, and I would love to see an upgraded Bingo. Bingo's usually like a 2K guy too, you know what I mean? Like, every year we get a 2K, or a Bingo Smith that's good. Remember Bingo Smith in 2K20? Oh, chef's kiss. Fantastic. Jalen Green's gotten enough cards this year. Sorry to the Jalen Green stands out there. I mean, yeah, we can get an Invincible one. I wouldn't be shocked for them to do that, but it's not really the most necessary thing in the world. OG Anunoby needs another card, by the way. This card was an early game demon, dude. When he came out in November, he was great. Jump Shot 76 hasn't gotten any love whatsoever, unless you're somebody who really loves Stanley Johnson or Nasir Little, but I feel like none of you guys exist, so it would be nice to see OG come up. I think, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know who else that we could have from, like, around this era. Oh, yeah, Ha Sung Jin for sure. Set Shot 9, I think, is really good. Like, the only players that have it are Lonzo Ball. It's the Lonzo Ball release. And Jakob Podol. Not exactly the best, cards to really compare there, but it'd be nice to see him get another card. Honestly, I would take Rashawn Holmes at this point, too. Purvis Short, sure. Mike Muscala, of course, deserves a new card for sure. I'm still super mad they locked Moses Malone behind draft mode, dude, because draft mode's so unbearable to play sometimes. Kelly Oubre needs a new card. 100%. Like, people love Kelly Oubre for a reason, you know? All these guys have new cards. Richard Jefferson's a beast. We should have known he was going to be good this year, because that Richard Jefferson was like a top-tier small forward for a little while. Like, no joke, he was. Let's see. Thurman got a new card. No one cares about Hal Greer. We're going to get an Invincible Hal Greer. Just feel it. Like, I really, truly believe all the NBA 75 guys, or at least majority of them, are going to get Invincible cards this year. Truly, I do. We got Mike in. We got pretty much all these guys that I really asked for, you know? The Mystic packs have gotten into resurgence for sure. I don't think anyone really cares about an upgraded Kevin Johnson. If you guys exist, sorry that I'm not representing you. Cliff Robinson would be good. It'd be nice to see a new Cliff card. I mean, he had Set Shot 3, which I think is a little bit of an underrated big band release. Like, it's always pretty good on McHale. By the way, we're definitely getting a reward McHale at some point. There's a Dark Matter. There's no question about it. Fan favorite set, be nice to see Calvin Nat get some love. This card was really good. Base 86, that Miles Bridges release is really solid. Everyone ran this card that had him for a little while. He was good, dude. He was really good. Let me get Drip God Doug Collins. Let me get an Invincible Doug Collins for sure. Like, I would do whatever for that. I really would. That would be fantastic. I would run him not over T-Mac, but at least on the bench unit for sure. And I know people are probably looking at me like, no, you wouldn't. No, you're wrong. I absolutely would. No question. Let my boy Kendall Gill get a real card, by the way. Shout out to Kendall Gill. My man wore the compression shorts under the short shorts, dude. It was all ripped for no reason. Respect. Let me get Bryant Reeves, too. Give me an Invincible Big Country, please. Now, we've covered majority of the guys in 2K21 that I think need a new card. Outside of maybe the base set guys, which I'll go take a look at that. Like, any of these guys deserve a new card. I feel like Mitch Richmond just got one. Dale Ellis, I mean, he's gotten another card, but it wasn't really good. So, you know what? Downtown Fred Brown. Yeah, where's Fred Brown at? Fred Brown deserves a card. Fred Brown was pretty cool. Like, he was. Where is he? He's around here. I think he's in Amethyst. Yeah, Fred Brown was good. And Bob McAdoo. Both of them deserve new cards. For sure. George McGinnis hasn't gotten a card, and George McGinnis is usually kind of good in 2K. I would like to see him. All the rest of these guys have new cards. Moncrief, Art, Mark Price, Sam Jones got an older one, but still. Elton Brand, Zach Randolph. I mean, pretty much every single one of these cards except George McGinnis. Or every single one of these players except George McGinnis has gotten a new card. I can't remember if Goodrich does, but I think he has a diamond, but that might have been 2K21. Chuck Person, but I don't think anyone really cares about Chuck Person. I'm sorry. Calvin Murphy, once again, I don't think anyone really cares. Haywood has gotten no love this year, and Haywood would be a really fun card. What's his jumper? He's got base 4. He would be nice. He would be nice. Haywood's nice. Look at him jump kicking someone. Also, Spencer Haywood, he freebased cocaine, which is not the best thing that you want on your team for morale purposes, but you know, at the same time, it's kind of interesting. Bob Damrich, Paul Pressey, like these kind of guys, you don't really care if they get a card or not, you know what I mean? Like, but I will say most of these guys outside of JoJo White and World B Free, which by the way, World B Free was an early game demon, so it'd be really nice to see him get a card. What was his jumper, dude? Base 28, yup. That jump shot was clean when he came out too. Like, Karl Malone. Liquid Richard Barnett, yeah. Nobody has Barnett base, just him. Oh, disrespectful. Give me a Barnett, dude. I'll straight whap shots with that terrible release. I don't care. Freddie Lewis always ends up getting a card for some reason. I don't think anyone really cares, but like, you know, it'd be like that. Gus Williams, Doug Westcott, Tom Gugliotta. You gonna disrespect Tom Gugliotta? Oh, give him a card, dude. He's got 3 barbed wire tattoos. 3. Inevitably, we're getting a Kiki Vanderweek card because it's just impossible for 2K to have a 2K without Kiki Vanderweek. He's the only player with jump shot 42, so maybe it's decent. I don't think so. It's probably not, but I can dream. Brian Cook should get a new card too. Now let's look to some past 2Ks. Nick Swaggy P Young, dude. Why have we not gotten Swaggy P out here? He had jump shot 26, which I don't know what that is this year. I don't know if we have a jump shot 26, but Nick Young was fire, dude. I used to just go hard with this Nick Young. I'm not kidding. Anybody who watched my old 2K20 videos, I literally used to use him, Zochi, and Evo Jeremy Lin, and I would win against GOAT squads consistently. Speaking of Zochi, we absolutely need a Zochi card. Wait, I'm not going to compare them. I just want to look up Zochi. This card was so ridiculous. Like, yeah, not just look it up. Okay, so apparently I'm not able to look it up right now. That's fun. Zochi would be fantastic, by the way. There we go. I think it's Zochi, not Zoki, I don't think. But jump shot 7, which... Do we have a jump shot 7? I can't remember, but this jump shot was absolutely clean, dude. This card was fantastic. Like, anybody who remembers 2K20, you remember Zoe, dude. Like, Gorilla Zoe was out here, for sure. Michael Beasley. Michael Beasley needs a card. He has his own base. Let me get Michael Beasley base. I don't think he has it in 2K22, but just give him Brooke Lopez base or something, or just give him like Trey Burke base. Sure, why not? Or base 98. 6'9", 7 foot wingspan, dude. Looking super crusty all the time. He literally looks like the human incarnation of a white grape white owl, but at the same time, like, we need Michael Beasley. I love Michael Beasley, by the way. I'm not ashamed to admit that in 2008 when the Bulls drafted Derrick Rose, I thought for a split second during the draft, like, man, did we make a mistake by passing on Michael Beasley? We didn't, but the thought was there. You know what I mean? Tom Heinsohn? Yeah, he has jump shot 4. We can give him jump shot 4 again, dude. Tom Heinsohn was actually pretty good. Like, was he great? No. But was he okay? Sure. And look at this guy. He looks like a drill instructor. Like, let my man in the game. We're going back deep now. Ron Artest. Oh, yeah. Ron has to come in the game, dude. Like, 6'6", 240. Let him play the shooting guard. Give him, like, Kawhi defensive animations with, like, a 99 hard foul tendency. Like, let my man Ron Artest come in the game. I don't know if they have his rights, but I can dream. I would really hope that they did. Tayshaun Prince, 6'9". He would be an absolutely electric 2 guard. Mainly a 3-and-D guy. And I mean, realistically, like, how much different is he than like a Kyle Anderson type player? Not too different, but as somebody who is really big on those, early to mid 2000s Bad Boys 2 Electric Boogaloo Pistons teams, I would really like to see Tayshaun Prince. Obviously, Rasheed Wallace would be in here too, but he'll never be in 2K. He won't, and neither will Barkley. I mean, they had kind of a shot this year, but it's never going to happen. So I'm not going to talk about Barkley too much, but I mean, at the same time, it'd be really nice to see Barkles in here, but I don't think it's going to happen. Well, here it is. This is the one. Yup. This is the James Jones right here. This man was straight up nasty, dude. Deep range Deadeye, limitless range, catch and shoot. This dude could absolutely cook you for a fraction of the cost of similar players. James Jones was nasty. Man, I'm just reminiscing fondly about James Jones. He was just great. He was just absolutely great. Dude, James Jones was so sick. We need James Jones to come back. Now let's look at some other guys who have never been in 2K, at least to my knowledge. Michael Petrus, dude. This is my dude. Back in 2K9, I believe it was 2K9 or 2K8 when I used to run the Orlando Magic, and I used to run him and Keon dueling. LeBron throwing his powder in the air. Fantastic, dude. I used to go so hard with Mikal Petrus, man. This was my guy, dude. There's no way too many of you guys remember Mikal or Michael. I don't even remember how you say it, but I think it's Mikal. But this dude was so tight. Obviously, next up is the GOAT himself, my boy, Mehmet Okur. Mehmet Okur was sick. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This guy was peak performance for a little bit. Like, look at him. He's basically, the best way I can describe Mehmet Okur is he is Marc Gasol, but he is a much better shooter, way worse defender. You know what I mean? Look at this Jazz squad, dog. Mehmet Okur, Andre Karolinko, Darren Williams. I'm pretty sure that's Al Jefferson over there and Paul Millsap right here. And I can't tell who that is, but I think that's CJ Watson. No, it's not CJ Watson. CJ Miles, I think, is who that is. Ew, gross. Look at this man, dude. Look at him. He's so husky, just straight hitting spot up shots all day. It would be great to see my boy Mehmet in here. I've been asking for him for years. I mean, obviously, Rasheed Wallace for sure would be great as well. I think he'd actually be relatively good in 2K. I don't remember if he was good. Well, he was on the Knicks in 2K13, I think, is the last time we saw Rasheed Wallace, I believe. And I don't remember him being good, but he was like a 65 overall because he was old as shit. So, like, it doesn't really matter. But Rasheed Wallace would be a very cool card to see. I believe there's a whole list. Players not in 2K22. I think there's a whole list of guys that aren't in 2K22, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go. 2K ratings. Yeah, obviously Reggie Miller would be cool. Ron Artest, Joe Johnson's in 2K, which gives me hope for guys like Tayshaun Prince, who haven't outwardly said they don't want to be in 2K. You know what I mean? James Jones, Mehmet Okur, Michael Olowokandi. Absolutely. Give my boy Olowokandi in here. Oh, man, what was that dude who was on the San Antonio Spurs? DeJuan Blair. Yes, let my boy DeJuan Blair come in here. Joel Anthony. Woo. Raja Bell. Andres Biedrins, dude. Robert Swift would be great. Steve Blake. So many awesome, pretty terrible names, to be honest. Andre. Yeah, I almost said Andre. Andrew Bynum. Yes. Chuck Hayes. I don't think anybody wants Chuck. Eddie House. Perennial champion Eddie House. I don't know who Linus Klisa is, but he's 6'8" and European, so that's good. Jason Kapono, dude. Absolutely. Let my boy Jason... Sacha Pavlovich, bro. 6'8" shooting guard. Let my man come through. For real. Hey, jump in the comments below and name some guys that you would like to see come into NBA 2K22 or 2K23. I would love to hear what you guys want to see. Anyways, it's been your boy Cheap Ludes. Peace.